Hello and welcome to another daily inspiration by turbomind.com. Today we are going to read an interesting article from Ophra'S magazine, The Relationship with Money. Talks about the relationship she has or she had during her life with money. It's titled as this: What I Know for Sure. Quote, I have always had a great relationship with money, even when I barely had any to relate it to. I never feared not having it and never obsessed about what I had. Like everyone else, I can remember every salary I ever made. I suppose we remember because a salary helps define the value of your service, and unfortunately, for some people, the value they place on themselves. Quote, this is very interesting because really the money that you receive is the value that you provide. And sometimes we focus on money, but we don't focus on creating value, and that's what we're getting paid. From the article again, quote, I first realized I was not my salary when I was 15 and making 50 cents an hour babysitting Mrs. Asbury's rowdy kids and clean up after she pulled nearly every outfit from her closet every time she got dressed. Her bedroom always looked like the end of the day. Last call sale at Macy's with shoes and brightly colored necklaces and dresses everywhere. Just before flirting out the door, before flitting out the door without leaving any info as to where she was going or how she could be reached in case of emergency, she would say, "Oh, by the way, dear, would you mind tidying up things a bit?" Well, yes, of course I did mind, and the first time I tied up, I did such a great job. I thought surely she would pay me extra when she saw how I cleaned not only her room, but the kids' room too. She never did. So I moved on and found a job that would pay me more, a job where I thought my efforts would be appreciated. There was a five and dime whose name I have forgotten not far from my father's store. I got hired there for $1.50 an hour. My job was to keep things straight, stock shelves, fold stocks, etc. I wasn't allowed to work the cash register or speak to customers. I hated it. 2 hours in, I found myself counting the hours to lunch, then how much longer before I would off for the day. At 15, I knew in my soul this was no way to live or make money. I was bored beyond anything I have ever felt before or since. I wasn't allowed to go near the cash register or talk to customers. So after 3 days, I quit and went to work in my father's store for no salary. I didn't like working there either, but at least I could talk to people and not feel like my spirit was being drained by the hour. Still, I knew that no matter how much my father wanted to be, that store would not be a part of my future life. By the time I was 17, I was working in radio, making $100 a week. I would have done it for free. And that's when I made my peace with money. I decided that no matter what job I ever did, I wanted the same feeling I got when I first started in radio. The feeling of I love this so much, even if you didn't pay me, I will show up every day on time. I'm happy to be there. I recognize then what I know now for sure. If you can get paid for doing what you love, every paycheck is a bonus. Quote, what a beautiful quote. Very interesting. It says that if you love what you're doing and you get paid for doing that, every paycheck is a bonus because you already would be doing it even if you wouldn't get paid. And the other sentence it says, very interesting, is I love this so much, even if you didn't pay me, I will show up every day on time and happy to be there. That's the difference of people that love their job. They don't have to make an effort to go to work. They don't have to make an effort to be there on time. You automatically do it because you like it so much. And that's the secret. Again, from the article, quote, "For me, money has always been about an energy exchange. Following the law of cause and effect, I give my energy to the work, and in exchange I am rewarded with a different form of energy, money. This in turn lets me acquire, create, and build other forms of energy, from the necessities of food and shelter to material possessions that enhance the quality of life, to endeavors that help others reach their fullest potential." What a beautiful quote from the article. What a beautiful also sentence. Says that she has made peace with money because it's an exchange of energy. She gives value, she helps people reach their fullest potential, and in returns she receives a different form of energy, which is money. But it's always the same. You have to provide value. The more value that you provide, the more income and the more money you can have. So the question is, how can I provide more value to what I'm doing and to society? Quote from the article again. Back to the article. All these many years later, I still know I am not my income. I am not the lifestyle my income can afford me. I let money serve its purpose, but I don't live to serve money. I think that's why we have such a beautiful relationship. Quote from the article. Also very inspiring. Says that she doesn't work for money. She works because she likes what she does. She loves what she does, and money is an exchange of energy. She gets a different energy in the form of money. She doesn't serve money, but money serves her, and she's not the lifestyle. She is what she is creating and the value that she's providing. Again, this article is from Oprah magazine, and you can go to Ophra'S.com and read the full article. It's very inspiring and educational, really. This has been another daily inspiration by turbomind.com. You can go to turbomind.com or register to this podcast on youtube.com. Have a prosperous and extraordinary day.